Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in Week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Steps away. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about those all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Winston now. Flush to his right. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Jameis to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to the score, Browns 7, Raiders 0.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ritter off to play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Ritter now. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Ritter. That is caught inside the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. White, he'll try the left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Play action now, Winston. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Winston. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Browns drive about to get started. Final play of the half here, Winston. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Winston. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Here's Madison running on 1st down. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Ritter back to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jakobi Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Winston. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 66 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Browns 21, Raiders 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw, Ritter. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Derek Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on 48.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. It's Myers again with another catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
2nd and 17 at the 49-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Ritter. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ridder from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air again, it's Ridder. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ridder.
Escaping.
Ridder has it knocked down. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They're looking to throw this. Winston.
A quick throw there is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Winston here to throw. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he takes it in for the score in the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little land.